Welcome to Caching Waves. This is an Elliott wave update for HBAR. Now, I covered this one over the last year. We've had some good trades in it, some bad trades, but it's been very difficult to track with the three-wave patterns, similar to XRP. But I think we've finally been exposed to what is going on here. This came back on my radar with the news of the ETF submission to get HBAR as an ETF with the SEC. So we look back at this and it looks so simple if this plays out, right? And that is that we have a leading diagonal series of zigzag patterns. If we look at our indicators, it makes sense out on the daily. We had our peak volume in wave 5, got overthrow above the trend line. Third wave is not the shortest. And we even have divergence between wave 1, 3, and 5. Looks pretty simple now, right? But in real time, when you're tracking that, it's pretty difficult. But hopefully, it's worth the payoff to us who have been who tracked this since last year. One thing to note: we came very deep, 90% retracement. Invalidation is at 3.56 cents, and we're going to dig into this correction, which is actually a pretty simple correction, and then we'll talk about upside target potentials. Okay, so let's dig down to that 4 hour. This is the correction since the wave 5 high. We had a WXY. A triangle B wave, 5 waves down for our C, ABC, X wave, 3-wave move, ABC. This one was not as pretty, and most likely a extended 5th wave for our A wave here, B wave, and ending diagonal for our C. Seems pretty straightforward, right? So that being said, let's look at the larger time frames for our counts. Okay. Where are my counts? Disappeared on me. There we go. So, first of all, depends if we get extended or not here. So, zoomed out on the daily, our third wave target is the 1.618 extension of wave 1 off of wave 2. That target is currently at 58.133 cents. This is on log scale, which in alt season, that is my bias for targets. They tend to be hit more often than not log scale. Our 5th wave would be up at 108 to 159. It's kind of a wide range, but what we would do is take the length of our wave 1, extend it off of our wave 4 once it's complete, and target the 1-to-1. This is a rough guide because we only have a wave 1 and 2 to pull our fibs from. Now, important to note, we want to come past the 618 retracement of our entire correction wave 2 here to switch probabilities that we're switching bullish. Ideally, we'd get this in a micro 5-wave move to give us extra indication that we are making this third wave. So that's the important note I'm watching right now, 10.346 cents. It's important to note too, if we do get a 1-2 here of 1 lesser degree right into that area, that's where I look for a wave 1 of 1 lesser degree, the 618 extension of wave 1 off of wave 2. So you can see we have confluence right there between 10 and 11 cents to get another 1 and 2. After that, we look for our wave 3 in green, which is between 31 and 39 cents, just rough right now, going off the larger 1 and 2, and eventually our third wave. So this is what we're looking for into early next year. Could happen faster, could happen slower, not sure. Right, but also important to note, I have our base channel. This is a channel taken from the beginning of wave 1 off of wave 2. We want to get above this. This will indicate to us as well that we are in an impulse. If this ends up just being an ABC or a WXY, we'd expect to reject that area. So everything's looking quite good for HBAR. Hopefully that ETF approval gets it on the radar and everyone starts FOMOing in. Okay, so I'm going to go to the smaller time frames. This is the count I have in the Discord membership. This is over on Blowfin where I'm tracking on the smaller time frames. I have two different counts. Very ugly count. The big issue here, direction is up. That's the important thing to note. So invalidation of this entire impulse is there at 4.152 cents, according to Blowfin. So that's your entire risk range. If you were to just decide to purchase, it is quite a big swing, about 37%. But that's where I would put an end to this entire bullish scenario. So the issue leg is right here. You can see how close we came to invalidating this wave 2. So I'm not sure if that's a truncation or if that's where I have to start my count. It makes things a little bit difficult, and it changes this count in multiple different ways. Right now, I am long with a stop at this 5.297 cents. You can see as soon as we pass that 886, it gets a little bit sketch. Right now we have an ABC. We'll see if we get any sort of thrust. It's looking a little weak right now. But this is where we'd get moving pretty quick, and this would be a nested 1-2-1-2. Now, I don't like this count for two reasons, right? One, how fast we fell here for a nested 1-2s, and we passed the 1-to-1 extension of wave 1 off of wave 2 for wave 1 of lesser degree. I like that to stop before the 1-to-1. So I did take this trade in case this happens, but I am sort of leaning that this is an ABC or a WXY. Single or double zigzag, you can see the issue over here. Now, if it ends up being zigzag, I would have this. It was my original buy there. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. If we drop below this, I'd be more likely inclined to call this a zigzag. Or sorry, a diagonal, right? So this would be our zigzag. We'd look for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This could happen quicker than this. This is just a rough drawing of the shape you would look for, in which case I would look for a 1-2 setup after this. And going all the way, keep trending rest of the year, right? So that's our alt season scenario. Are we going to get it? Well, to me, I'm taking multiple shots at this because this is very high upside potential. I'll zoom back out here. Go back to the daily. You can see how small this wave we're analyzing is. This is so we get the most position size possible. And our invalidation of this entire count is pretty close at 3.56 cents. So you can see what your upside is there. If we actually get a 5-wave impulse just to regular extension targets, I mean, what percentage are we talking about here? Even just the 200. 1,700%, right, from right now's price. It's pretty good. So yeah, looking to load up on HBAR. All right, guys, if you want daily updates, I do have a private membership Discord. Link is in the description. In there, you'll also find a Blowfin on the top left exclusive link. And I've partnered with Blowfin, and what you get if you are a member of the Discord is a 20% rebate for life on trading fees paid out every time you take a trade, plus a $300 deposit bonus. If you're not part of the membership, I do have a regular YouTube link that gives you the $300 deposit bonus plus 5% rebate on your trading fees for life. So check out the Discord. I'm in there pretty actively updating things. I'm adding things to our watch list and coins I'm tracking pretty much every day. All right, guys, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.